It was 11:47 p.m. when this happened. I remember the exact time because I checked my phone right before pulling into the parking lot. I had just finished a late shift. My gas tank was basically empty, and I needed cash before heading home. There was this old convenience store a few minutes away with an ATM outside, so I stopped there thinking it'd take 2 minutes. The second I pulled in, something felt off. The parking lot was almost completely empty, one broken streetlight flickering over the ATM, no employees outside, no customers. Just one black car parked across the lot with its headlights off. I remember staring at it for a second thinking, that's creepy. But I ignored it. I grabbed my wallet, walked up to the ATM, and inserted my card. Everything looked normal. I typed my PIN, selected withdraw, pressed $40. Then the machine started making this weird grinding noise, not normal ATM noises, like it was struggling. Then cash started coming out. At first I thought it was just counting slowly, but then the bills kept coming, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, then more. The money was literally spilling out faster than I could grab it. At this point, I'm standing there in complete shock, trying to stuff bills into my pockets before they blew across the parking lot. My first thought was, honestly, there's definitely a hidden camera somewhere. Finally, the ATM stopped. I stared down at the stack in my hands. Way too much money. My heart immediately started racing, and that's when I noticed the black car. The driver was staring directly at me. Didn't move, didn't look away, just watching. Then suddenly, the headlights turned on. I froze. That feeling hit me instantly, the kind where your brain starts screaming that something is wrong before anything even happens. I shoved the money into my hoodie pocket and started walking quickly back to my car, trying not to look nervous. Then I heard an engine start. I looked back. The black car slowly started moving. At first, it rolled casually through the parking lot. Then it sped up. Now it was driving straight toward me. My heart completely dropped. I jumped into my car, slammed the door, and locked it immediately. The black car pulled up beside me so fast I thought it was going to hit my door. The windows were pitch black. I couldn't see anything inside. Then slowly, the driver's window rolled down just enough for me to hear a voice. And the voice calmly said, "You should count the money." That's it. Nothing else. Then the window rolled back up. The car sat there for another 5 seconds before slowly backing away and driving out of the parking lot. I just sat there gripping my steering wheel, trying to understand what just happened. Finally, I locked all my doors again and counted the cash. $680. I only asked for 40. I checked the receipt 3 times. It still said $40. At this point, I was convinced the police were going to show up any second, so I drove home as fast as possible. The entire drive, I kept checking my mirrors because I thought the black car was following me. When I finally got home, I locked every door in my apartment. Then my phone rang. Unknown number. Midnight. I stared at it for like 10 seconds before answering, and the second I picked up, a voice said, "The ATM made a mistake." I felt my stomach twist instantly. I said, "Who is this?" Silence. Then the voice replied, "That money doesn't belong to you." I asked how they got my number. No answer. Then they said something that genuinely scared me. They said, "You should have left the money in the machine." Then they hung up. I barely slept that night. Every tiny sound outside made me think someone was at my door. The next morning I checked my bank account expecting the worst, but somehow only $40 had been withdrawn. No fraud alert. No extra charges, nothing. And the creepiest part, 2 days later I drove back past that convenience store. The ATM was completely gone, like it had never even been there.